Going to do a quick review of MBox wave indicators. I've really grown accustomed to these indicators. You can see there's multiple things about it that you could look at them and go, what is this? What is that? Well, as a guy who I'm more of a Wyckofian trader, so I'm looking for constant Wyckoff patterns, and then in those patterns I know where my entries and exits are, but what I need is the ultimate indicator, and that is volume. I need to know like a delta, like who's in charge right now. So you look at this and you go, oh, this is great. So obviously the buyers are in control, right? The top number here is a delta, so it's 905. But you come down here, as that releases, we start working our way downwards. Now we're at negative 70. But look here. The next one, it releases here and goes up to here. This is 413. So here's what we can gain from this. The buyers stepped in down here, pushed it all the way up. And now, as this comes down, we see the next upper portion is half that of the first one. And then the one after that is even worse. So what is that telling us? That's telling us that obviously the buyers are not being as aggressive anymore. Now, down here with these other ones, here's a histogram. This is more like momentum. This is demand. So demand was huge, right? And then it came up, they demanded a little bit more, and then demanded a little bit more. And so as demand relinquishes, so grows the supply. So the supply starts to grow a little bit and is more consistent here. There's a little bit of demand right here, but that's, not that it's irrelevant. It's just part of that's how the market works. And so this right here, the cumulative delta, kind of tells you who's in control. So we have the buyers are in control here, right? And then what happens is that they relinquish control to the sellers on purpose. I mean, think about this. If you're a market maker, or if you're, institution, you pump the price up way up here. Right about here, you flip the switch, and you start reversing your position. So you got a great price. You start reversing all the way down here. And then, of course, you're in the grind, right? We're in not a trend, but a range. And if you're a Wyckofian, you would know what to look for in this range to see which way it's going to go. Is it going to go that way, or is it going to go that way? Well, if you understood how Wyckoff patterns work, you would know that. On top of the fact that you have deltas to tell you that the buyers were losing strength big time. Okay, and look at these guys down here; they're growing while the buyers up are losing strength. And so then, of course, you have this thing called the M-pace, and all this pretty much is let's say as you see this coming in, you see the buyers coming in, it pulls back, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to take off with this. I've got a large, good-looking candle I'm going to buy up, because obviously this means momentum, right? This is just a pullback, right? Well, this M-pace would have shown you right here that you have no support. You have no support. There's nobody here to help you. Yes, the buyers are in control. Even right here, there's a little bit of momentum, but nobody's stepping in to help you. And that's instantaneous. Now, here's the thing. Are your indicators lagging, or are they or leading indicators? So these are all leading indicators, which means they're real time. It's not like repaint this, repaint that. No, when this number's going up to 413, it may have been at like red. It was at, negative 78 right here, and it went all the way up to positive 413. You get to watch that happen in real time as you go from candle to candle until it pivots. Okay, and so when it pivots, that's a big deal, because you get to see, okay, that run's kind of done. Now let's go back down this way. You see? So now I drew those in there. Don't worry about that. Point being, these indicators are very helpful in being able to see volume, which is the #1 indicator of all trading ever. Everything from a 1-minute candle to a daily, you get to see volume, and not just regular. You think volume, like the amount of trades? Well, no, you get to see how many buyers to the sellers, right? You get to see the delta, the cumulative delta. You get to see the overall, yes, this overall here, you know, these guys are overall, it was the buyers were in charge, right? And we saw the fruit of that. But we also get to see through these delta numbers that their strength was dwindling. Now, it might have been on purpose. They got in position, and now they're going to let the retailers short them, you know, help them out. But either way, these things are, look at this later on. The shorts took over, and that was pretty much the rest of the day. If you look at that, it's a 5-minute chart, so they pretty much took over. The buyers tried to come back, but to no avail. I mean, look at that. That goes up. Oh, these guys are. Oh, sorry, wrong pointer here. These guys are up. Oh, the buyers are coming back, but look, what's the price doing? You see, you got a divergence going on, and so also you see the momentum. Overall, you can look at things like this histogram, right? And you can say, okay, really from here to here, there's no momentum. But from here to here, there's consistent supply all the way down, all day long. And you can see that while, yes, this is waning, in other words, this is their strength is going downward, they were still in control all day long. Look at this. The pace, they continually held the line that they were the ones in charge all day long. So all these things you can see in real time as you're trading. This is a 5-minute chart. We can do it on the 15, the 1, everything. What I like to do is start at a 15, get an overall bias as to which direction I think it's going to go. And then, of course, I look for patterns, Wyckofffian patterns. And then I know where my entries are in those patterns. And if it's all in alignment, and I see the histogram tells me that there's supply, that who's in charge, and then I see if I have support. When I start to make the trade, then it's a go. It all works with confluence, and you can kind of see it in Mike's in his videos. He does like 10 levels of confluence before he takes a trade, and he has successful trades up to $10 or more. I mean, the guy's a beast when it comes to that. Either way, this is kind of my review. Do I like him? I do like him. I also like that he's coming out with new indicators to add to this setup, and we get to do beta testing on it and everything, and it's exciting. I love the fact that they're not lagging. They're leading indicators. One more thing, and this is not something that's promoted in any of his videos, but it comes with this suite of indicators, and that is, you see these blue lines right here? These blue lines, light blue, and you see these red ones? Those are a ceiling, and those are floor, okay? So that is a massive amount of buyers. And which way did the price go? Once they all bought in, what'd they do? Institutions took their money, shorted, and took it the other way, took every bit of their money all day. And now, doing this, they've had more shorts jump in, and now we're bottoming out. Now, what's above every one of those lines? Liquidity, right? But you wouldn't know that, because if you didn't have these lines, if you didn't have the ability with these indicators to detect where massive amounts of selling took place. Because you know that once it starts taking over, and we start going up again, as it crosses this line, what's it going to hit? It's going to hit pockets of liquidity, and then hit the next one, and then the next one. The next thing you know, it's all like momentum. It's like a snowball. So, but that also comes with these indicators. And then he's got a few more other ones he's working on, which I appreciate. So anyway, that's my review of MBox Wave. If you like him, check him out. Check out his YouTube channel. Watch him trade. This guy will, I kind of patterned my trading after him in that he gets close to $10 per move. I mean, he has a ton of confluence. He takes his trade. He's methodical. And then with these indicators, he's able to get up to $10 per. So for one contract, that's $500. You often see him trade like 10 contracts, which, he's making $5,000 a day, or every trade. Maybe not every day, but every trade, or more. So, dude, and he's using his own stuff. So, and he's making it available for you and I think it's pretty cool. Check it out if you want to. MBox Wave, Mike at MBox. That's on YouTube.